This is Khao San Road. If you're planning a trip out to Bangkok, you've probably already heard about this area. It's one of the most touristed areas in all of Bangkok. It has a reputation as being a love or hate location in that people either really enjoy it or people don't like it at all. Earlier in its history, it used to be a simple destination spot for backpackers to get cheap street food and drinks and explore the open market with quaint pop-up shops. But over time, a lot has changed since then. Today's Khao San Road has morphed into a party street. Oftentimes, music blaring out of neon-lit bars, serving overpriced food and drinks. People have called it obnoxious hellhole, tourist trap, while others find it a nice atmosphere to stroll and explore the city. So this is my first time in Khao San Road, and let's just take a walk down Khao San Road. One thing I noticed about Khao San Road is that Khao San Road seems to be a lot more relaxed and more casual. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that this place would be obnoxiously loud and just shoulder to shoulder packed with sweaty tourists, but it's actually pretty nice and not as crowded as I would have imagined, but I think it all depends on what time of the year you go. At nighttime, it'll probably be a lot more busy because the daytime is hot as hell. It is what it is. If you want that tourist experience, you're gonna check out this place. And if you're not into this, you're probably not gonna like it. But I have to say that for a tourist location, I have seen worse. So this place is really nice for what it is. So here we actually see some bugs that are being sold. So we have some centipedes, crickets, water bugs, and then there's like these large grubs that almost look like baked potatoes. And of course we got some scorpions. And they actually sell cannabis here, and cannabis is, or I'll say it used to be legal for a couple of years, and just recently, as of late 2025, they made it illegal again, which I think is kind of weird because there was no incident that happened that would deem it some health issue to make it illegal. But I think the government is just trying to clean it up because they want to spruce up the image as Thailand being a family-friendly location to go. And maybe the sight of pot is probably maybe off-putting to some people. As for food, you will find more Western food in this area, but they do have more traditional food like papaya salad and pad thai. Pad thai in Thailand tastes surprisingly similar to pad thai you'd find in the States. That's one thing that I did not expect. So there are some Thai massages, and these Thai massages are not the massages that you're probably thinking of. Thai massages are on a whole different level. They are brutal and rough. So if you ever want a Thai massage, go ahead and get like a real deal traditional Thai massage, but Thai massages are pretty rough. I would come out after Thai massage feeling like I was just destroyed. But over here, they're actually pretty relaxing. And when we had a Thai massage here, I actually fell asleep to it because it was just so relaxing. So these Thai massages are actually pretty cheap. They run you about 10 or 15 US dollars for about 45 minutes to an hour. What immediately jumps at you is just the streets. The streets are really beautiful. There's a lot of nice little lamp decorations everywhere. And there's this mix between just the nature of the plants and the trees and the city. And I really like how they didn't just overload it and just made it so industrial where you take away all that wild nature. It's still there, and it adds a really nice touch to this area. So people have tuk-tuks out here, and tuk-tuks are these like little motorized vehicles, and they're a really great way of getting around, especially if you're visiting here for the first time. What's great about them is that you can actually see out into the streets just because the whole tuk-tuk is just a windowless frame. So there's no door, there's no window. It's almost like being exposed to the entire environment. You know, I noticed that every street is really wide open and they're really walking friendly. And that's the really nice thing about a lot of these areas is that there's a lot of people walking. I love all these walking streets. They're super engaging and very beautiful. And even in a tourist location like this, it's still really nice. And I really like this whole area a lot. It's definitely a lot different than I would have imagined. There's a lot of streets with trees and a lot of nature, and it's a really nice mix with a lot of the scenery and the street scene. I didn't think it would be this nice, but it is. And those are the things I really like about it. There's some things I don't like about it that much, and that's kind of like the overly merchandising of goods, and just some areas it looks like it just repeats with the same stuff that you've seen in another area. So that's just one drawback, but other than that, there are some really nice walking streets with just a lot of nice, pleasant areas to explore, and I've seen it way worse where there's no room to move. But tonight is a really nice night. I think it's just because it's not high season. And this is a roti pancake stall, and rotis are not authentic of Thailand. But at the same time, I've never seen any roti pancakes anywhere else. So it's kind of funny that they are exclusive to Thailand, but they're not traditionally a Thailand dish. And each roti stall will be different than the other. I've had rotis where I've come back like 3 or 4 times within maybe 1 or 2 days because the roti pancake is just so amazing. And another place I've had it at, it was just so bad that I almost just threw it away because it just had no flavor. It was so bad. So they're just folded pancakes, and what's inside is just bananas that they cook, and there's butter that goes on, and they top it off with Nutella. One thing they also glaze it with is condensed milk. So this condensed milk adds a really nice touch, and it's also used in a lot of Asian dishes. And it's a really nice dish. I love it. This is an amazing dessert. So that was a walkthrough of Khao San Road, and I really enjoyed that walk. I thought it would be a lot worse than I imagined. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video.